Hello everyone, welcome. Today I want to talk about something very important. The decision made by UNIMIS to withdraw its peacekeeping troop from the Malakal protection of civilian side in Upper Nile State, which is PoC. This is not just a simple handover. This is a serious movement for Malakal and for South Sudan as a whole. The Malakal PoC was created during the height of the civil war. It was not a normal camp, it was an emergency shelter. People ran there because they were afraid of their life. For years, United Nations peacekeepers acted as a neutral force, a buffer between civilian and violence. Now, the UN say the government of South Sudan will take full control. On the paper, this sounds like progress. It sounds like sovereignty. It sounds like stability. But we must ask a serious question. Has the security situation truly changed enough for this transition to take place? Because even now, there are tension and clashes in part of Upper Nile, like Balit and other areas. Once the UN troop withdraw, security inside and around the camp will depend entirely on the government forces and police. And here is the issue. Okay, what concerns me? Protection is not just about uniform and gun, it is about trust. Do the displaced people feel safe? Do Nuer people feel safe? Do they believe they will be protected equally? Will humanitarian agencies continue their work freely? If the government of South Sudan handle this responsibly, deploying professional police, protecting all communities without discrimination, and allowing humanitarian access, then this could be a positive step. It could mark the real transition from wartime emergency to civilian normalcy. That would be historic. But if protection fails, if tension rise, if communities feel threatened, then this decision could reopen wound that never fully healed. Malakal is not just a camp. It is a symbol of the civil war. It represents trauma, survival, and unresolved tension. This handover is a test of peace, a test of leadership, a test of whether South Sudan is truly ready to protect all its citizens without international supervision. The United Nations can withdraw physically, but peace cannot withdraw. Security cannot withdraw. Responsibility cannot withdraw. The coming week will show whether this is the beginning of stability or the start of a new uncertainty. Well, may wisdom guide this transition because the life of thousands depend on it.